Salut tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez tous et toutes très très bien et on se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo sur The Dwarves avec notre ami Turgdil et Boindil et Moindal, donc les deux frères nains. Et donc on part de Verbois et on vient de massacrer une albe avec sa licorne, son cheval, donc sa licorne corrompue par les pays morts, hein. On me l'a rappelé dans les commentaires. Et donc on doit aller on doit revenir je crois que c'est au souterrain de Lot Yonan. Donc on y go. Alors j'espère que le jeu va pas planter parce qu'à chaque vidéo, une fois à chaque vidéo, le jeu plante. Je sais pas pourquoi. Et c'est chiant. Il n'y a pas de mise à jour. Il y a eu des mises à jour mais ça n'a pas corrigé ce problème là. On est déjà allé là-bas, on va faire tac 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 tac. J'aimerais bien aller là pour voir ce que c'est ça. Donc on va tracer.
Every evening since you left Greenglade, you have looked at Goren's books and tried to prize out the knowledge that they hold. But now, you must admit to yourself that you can't decipher them. They are written in the learned language for high magi, and Lot Yonan didn't teach you that. However, you're sure that the books are important. Why else would Goren want them sent to Turga the Fair-Faced? You put them away with a sigh, and your eyes remain on the bag that Lot Yonan gave you. Did Goren ask Lot Yonan to return the magical artifacts in the pouch? You pick up the pouch and look at it.
Il ne faut pas l'ouvrir. Ouvrir la sacoche. Non, on va pas l'ouvrir parce que quand même on nous l'a interdit et puis on est fidèle à Lot Yonan.
Lot Yonan trusted you with the pouch. You don't want to betray that trust. You look at it for a moment longer, but then you close the rucksack and pack it away. But your curiosity is not so easily contained and keeps you awake in the night.
Allez, on trace.
Just like previous nights, you are haunted by the image of the elf maiden nailed to the tree in Greenglade. You wake from your sleep and look around you. The night is unusually dark. Despite your good dwarven eyes, you can only make out Boendal's outline, even though he's keeping watch only a few steps away. You're about to lie down again, but suddenly feel something cold against your throat. Next to you, the pale face of an elf slides into view.
Good evening. I'm afraid we missed each other in Greenglade, so my companion had to receive you on her own.
Essayez d'appeler à l'aide, essayez de vous libérer, ne rien faire. Essayez d'appeler à l'aide.
You want to speak, but the blade is pressed against your larynx, and you can only manage a wheeze.
Shush. You don't need to talk.
Saleté
I'm
d'Elbe.
not going to kill you. Not yet. Do you know what I'm going to do instead?
You feverishly search for an answer, but you can't even imagine how an alpha thinks.
I will kill everyone who means anything to you. I will destroy your life, and you will sink into hopelessness, groundling. Your downfall is called
Sintoas.
You tense your muscles, readying to defend yourself, but suddenly realize that the blade against your throat has disappeared. You look around, astonished. The elf is
Un
nowhere to
rêve
be seen.
ou pas un
You
rêve?
look over to Boendal, who is easy to recognize in the bright moonlight. Next to you, Boindil smacks his lips in his sleep. You touch your throat, and when you don't feel anything, you breathe out, relieved.
Just a nightmare.
At least that's what you tell yourself. But you don't close your eyes for the
Non,
rest
tu
of the
m'étonnes.
night.
Allez, go. Oh, il y a un marchand nain. Cool.
A
Salut.
colorful trader's wagon drawn by two stocky horses is coming towards you. A small man is sitting on the box seat, and as soon as he sees you, the wagon slows down. As it draws to a stop next to you, you realize that the driver isn't human. He's a dwarf.
Greetings, my friends. All too rarely does one meet wayfaring dwarves around here. You can call me Mort.
Greetings, Mort. I am Turgdil. This is Boindil and Boendal.
You are
Boindal.
happy to meet another dwarf, and such a friendly and eloquent one at that.
Wayfaring dwarves may not be common, but a traveling dwarf trader? Now that really is weird.
Then you see what great luck it is that we've met like this. Come, have a look at my wares. I'm sure you'll find something to make a dwarf's life a little sweeter. I'll make you a good price.
De quel royaume viens-tu? Où tu te rends-tu? Montre-moi ce que tu as. De quel royaume viens-tu?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but which kingdom are you from?
The dwarf's clothes seem more like those of humans, and he isn't bearing any coat of arms.
My kingdom? Is that important? I'm my own kingdom. I go where I please and enjoy the fresh air and the sun on me skin.
At your side, Boindil is tensing his muscles, and you think you see from the corner of your eye his hands moving a little nearer to the handle of his axes.
Is your kingdom important?
You two must be secondlings, right? I can tell by your armor. But you,
He looks you over for a while.
you're not a secondling, are you?
As you yourself don't know for sure which kingdom you belong to, you give no answer and just shrug your shoulders. Mort throws you a knowing glance and nods slowly.
Où te rends-tu?
Where are you heading?
To Clintel, a small village where I can expect to do very little business. But the people there are nice and kind. I've known some of them since they were smaller than me. Isn't it astounding how much they manage to achieve in such short lives?
After glancing at Boindil's grave expression, Mort continues unfazed.
I can say in all certainty that there's not the same ambition to make a difference and change things in our halls.
That is because there is no reason to change things if you do them right first time. We dwarves think first before acting.
As it is Boindil of all people making such a claim, you're sure it must be a joke. But your friend continues to eye the trader with a serious and distrustful look.
Alors, si seulement tu étais passé par Yonandar. Montre-moi ce que tu as. Yonandar,
I grew
d'accord.
up with Megaslot Yonan in Yonandar. I would have given anything to meet someone like you.
I rarely leave this area. People know me here, so the abuse isn't too bad.
Mort shrugs his shoulders, as if it were no big deal. When he sees the concerned look on your face, he adds,
I don't blame them. It's our fault too. We turned our backs on other races. People fear what they don't know.
Ouais, il faut dire que depuis l'invasion, enfin depuis que la porte a été ouverte dans le sud, et bien en fait les autres clans nains ils vivent maintenant isolés du Pays Sûr. Enfin, ils surveillent tous chacun leur porte, mais ils vivent tous un peu de leur côté. Et donc ils n'ont plus trop de relations avec les hommes, et même certains clans n'ont plus de relations avec les autres clans nains. Ils vivent tous chacun de leur côté. C'est pour ça que maintenant les humains ils sont un peu méfiants envers les nains, et même beaucoup les haïssent, parce que pour eux ce sont les responsables de ce qui se passe maintenant au Pays Sûr, donc les orques qui sont rentrés, qui ont infiltré le Pays Sûr et les Albes. Et c'est pour ça qu'il y a il y a des contentieux ou même des espèces de... Les gens haïssent les nains, quoi. Allez, on va voir ce qu'on a à vendre. De la bouffe. Ah, je pourrais la vendre celle-là. Ok. Ça c'est quoi ça? Ah, c'est des grandes potions. Mais j'arrive pas à... Enfin faut que je vois à quel moment on peut les boire. On va acheter ça. Toujours utile. On va prendre un peu de bouffe. Attendez. 54 fois. Voilà. On peut pas l'accumuler là? Bon, je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Par contre, j'ai peut-être ça à vendre. Parce que ça me sert à... Ah, attendez. Faire un truc, c'est quoi ça déjà? Statue en ivoire. Statue en ivoire probablement sculptée. Très précieuse. Non, on va peut-être la garder. Il y a peut-être des marchands qui rachètent plus cher en fait. Voilà. Allez, on dégage.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Mort.
Mort smiles.
The feeling is mutual, Turgdil. Fracas be with you.
Mort spurs the horses on, and the colourful wagon jolts into motion.
You shouldn't be so trusting.
The wagon is no more than a few yards away when Boindil looks at you reproachfully.
A dwarf who lives alone among humans for years on end and disowns his kingdom?
Ouais, c'est un peu le truc de Turgdil, quoi.
He's an outcast, Turgdil. His kingdom and his clan have banished him. It's a severe punishment, only dealt out for serious offences.
The twins enter into a long discussion about what crime the trader may have committed, and go on to teach you the basics of dwarven law. As dramatic as their accounts may be, you didn't have the impression that Mort was a criminal, nor that he suffered particularly from his exile.
Oh là là. Allez hop.
Boindil unwraps his dwarf cheese again and cooks it on the fire. When he offers you a piece, you take it.
Et on s'avance lentement, hein.
Make a dwarf of you in the end.
You chew on the cheese so you don't have to answer. It tastes better than you first thought.
Tu m'étonnes. Aucune blessure. J'ai 1434 pièces d'or. J'ai 83 jours de bouffe. Et ça fait 43 jours qu'on est en l'aventure. On va aller aux Roches Odin.
You arrive at a small, bustling village. One thing is clearly missing.
Un forgeron.
The sound of metal on metal from the village smithy that would normally be heard above everything else at this time of day. A dour, grim
Si on passerait, on va repasser du côté des bûcherons pour voir.
with his right arm in a sling. His expression brightens as he sees you, and he jumps to his feet.
Dear dwarves, could I interest you in helping me in my workshop for a day?
The man's expression is somewhere between desperation and hope. As you don't answer immediately, he continues.
You will of course be royal.
Il veut qu'on l'aide à bosser dans la forge.
100 gold pieces.
Ouais. Pourquoi pas? Quelle a-t-il hérédité à vos bras?
A stupid accident. A box of blanks fell down. I was trying to catch it. It will heal, fortunately, but I won't be able to wield my hammer for a while.
You must have quite a backlog of work.
You nod sympathetically. You always felt bad if you were ill or couldn't work in the forge for some reason or other.
Loads, but if what I hear about the metalworking skills of the dwarves is true, it will be easy for you to manage it in a day.
C'est vrai. Ouais, on va l'aider.
I'll help you. I worked in a forge for a while.
You modestly conceal that in this case,
D'une vie humaine, quoi.
means almost a
Ouais,
whole
plus d'une
human
soixantaine d'années.
A little later, you are standing in the workshop, examining the smith's inferior tools, while he fires up the forge and prepares everything for the job, as well as he can, with just one good arm. You weren't able to persuade the twins to help you. As warriors, they'd rather go hunting, Boindil declared. But you think it's more probable that you'll find them drinking beer. But you don't care. You're excited about being able to smith again after such a long time. Hours later, you have forgotten everything around you. The heat of the forge, the sweat on your warm skin, the play of the flames. You're in your element, and work as if in a trance. The smith left the workshop ages ago, with a satisfied grin on his face.
Right, I'm talking to you.
You look up in surprise. Everything but the beating of the hammer had ceased to exist, and you didn't notice that someone has come in.
Can you do it?
You immediately dislike the middle-aged man. He sounds you out so doggedly with his light grey eyes that it feels as though he wants to look right through you and into your deepest thoughts. The man points to two horses.
Those two, in 1 hour.
Vous voulez que je fasse les chevaux? Aucun problème, oui, bah de toute façon c'est ce qu'il demande.
These two need shoeing. Oh, no problem.
The man doesn't look convinced, but you get to work with confidence after examining the horse's hooves. 2 more armed men are standing next to the horses, sizing you up.
D'accord. Parlez aux hommes. Observez discrètement les hommes pendant que vous travaillez. Je vais les observer discrètement.
Concentrate on the work. The only sound you hear is the melodic beat of the hammer against the anvil. You keep track of the armed men out of the corner of your eyes. You suspect they are mercenaries. While you're fitting the 3rd horseshoe, another armed man enters the forge and speaks in hushed tones with the leader of the group.
C'est le seul ici.
The man nods in your direction, and you quickly shift your attention back to the work. You play it cool and complete the work. As the leader of the mercenaries pays you, you have the feeling that he is trying to transfix you with his eyes. The men leave the workshop without a word.
Parlez aux hommes.
So, you're mercenaries, I take it.
You're only trying to engage in conversation, but the man looks at you incredulously, as if he didn't expect dwarves to be able to talk.
Something like that.
Got lots of work? Oh, do you know anything about the armies of orcs from the south?
We can't complain.
The man's tone makes it clear that the conversation has ended here. You carry out the work in silence. As the leader of the mercenaries pays you, you have the feeling that he is trying to transfix you with his eyes. The men leave the workshop without a word.
On va les suivre discrètement, vous contenter. Non, on va les suivre
The
discrètement.
men join a larger group of horsemen, more than a dozen, outside the village. You stay hidden and listen.
Not here in the village. Go.
Pas ici, dans le village, allez.
The other mercenaries nod and the group rides off. You can't make head nor tail of
Il
what's
recherche
going on
quelqu'un.
here, but you don't like it. You tell the twins about your encounter, and they decide to be especially vigilant over the next days. You spend the night in the smith's house.
Ils ont dit que j'étais le
and
seul
move on
ici.
the next morning.
Et pas ici dans ce village. Il y a le marchand nain qui est revenu là. Ok.
In the early evening, you make an unusual discovery on the side of the road. A colorful trader's wagon has been carelessly abandoned, with not a soul.
Voilà, c'est quoi tous
inside.
ces points d'interrogation là?
You immediately recognize the wagon.
That's Maud's wagon.
I don't like the look of this one bit, Boindil. You take a look around there, I'll stay on this side. Turgdil, you check the surrounding area, and be careful.
D'accord, observez les environs. On va observer les environs déjà.
You scan the road and the woods on both sides. Apart from the twins who are fighting their way through the undergrowth within earshot, you can't hear or see anyone.
D'accord, on va examiner, chercher les traces au sol. Chercher les
You can
traces au
see
sol.
a lot of tracks in the mud around the wagon. Hoof prints and footprints from humans in heavy boots.
Une demi-douzaine. Ça va être les mercenaires, ça.
From the woods on both sides.
Ouais.
The wagon itself isn't damaged, nor is the drawbar. But the belts and leashes that normally hold the draft animals have been cut clean through.
Ok, entrer dans le chariot.
The dwindling daylight provides little light inside the wagon. It smells of
C'est le chariot du marchand qu'on a croisé
candles.
quelques jours avant.
And there's another smell in the air,
Enfin, je crois.
which you can't
Vu qu'il y en a
quite
plusieurs.
place. It reminds you of your forge in Lot Yolen's vaults, but different. It is messy, but no more so than you would expect from a single dwarf. The bed is rumpled, and there are tools and leftover materials piled up on the little workbench. There are several cupboards hanging on the right-hand wall. At the end of the wagon, there's a large wardrobe, and next to the door on the left is a heavy wooden chest with rusty metal hinges.
D'accord. Alors, examiner les placards fixés au mur, examiner l'armoire, le coffre. On va examiner les placards fixés au mur.
Smaller cupboards are piled high with a multitude of tins and boxes, all filled with odds and ends that the trader offered for sale to customers on his trips.
Vraiment, on doit reconnaître le chariot.
Interest.
Après on n'est pas rentré dans le chariot non plus. On va examiner l'armoire.
You reach for the knob of the wardrobe, and then stop. The rug in front of the wardrobe squelches as you step on it, as if you had stepped in a puddle. You try to work out what has soaked the rug, when suddenly, the door of the wardrobe springs open, and something bounces into you. You take a step back, and the realization of what hit you makes you take 2 more.
Ouais.
Lying on the floor
Mais où est sa
in front
tête?
of you is the body of a dwarf, headless. The head has been cut clean from the neck, but the dwarf's clothes leave you in no
Mortimer.
doubt that this is Mort, the trader. You take a couple of deep breaths.
Ah, Mortimer. On va
His
examiner le
head has been
cadavre.
cut off cleanly, probably with a sharp blade. A quick glance
Peut-être une
at the
disparu sans
wardrobe
déconner.
confirms what you already
Oh mon dieu,
suspected.
un nain sans
The
tête.
dwarf's head is nowhere to be seen.
Examiner le coffre.
As you try to lift the lid of the chest, you realize that the lock has been broken out of the wood. You open the lid and look inside. Amongst clothes and some empty boxes, you find a loot case and a beautiful loot of the kind that humans build, as well as a bag of bread and cured meat.
On va prendre la nourriture.
You take the bread
Mais par
and
contre le
cured
lutte,
meat. The
j'ai un
extra
doute.
provisions
Parce que
should keep you going for a few
à quoi il va
days.
nous servir? On pourrait le vendre le lutte. Mais on pourrait aussi nous accuser que ce lutte appartenait aux nains et qu'on l'ait tué. On va prendre le lutte quand même.
You take the loot. You can't play, but an instrument like this is worth good gold.
Qui est le chariot? Racontez aux jumeaux ce que vous avez trouvé.
You give a short, sharp whistle, and the twins come running at the double. You tell them what you found.
A group of horsemen with heavy boots has been here. I found Mort in the wagon. Beheaded. I have a hunch that the mercenaries from Fallow Rock have something to do with this.
Wretched dwarf killers!
You can tell that Boindil wants revenge and can understand his feelings well. You wrap the body in linen, dig a hole in the woods, and place the body in it. You lay a couple of his tools and other personal belongings you found in the wagon next to him. You wish there was more you could do for him. You continue on your journey in gloomy spirits.
Ok, alors ce que je vais faire en même temps, c'est que je vais sauvegarder, parce que le problème là, c'est que si ça plante, je vais devoir tout recommencer, donc hop, on va enregistrer. Voilà. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Ça c'est quoi ces trucs là? Je crois que c'est les mercenaires en fait. Clintal, c'est pas là où il devait aller, le nain. On a 92 ouais, je pense que j'aimerais bien les poursuivre, c'est saloperie de... Il y a un nain là de mercenaires. Allez, go.
You come across an orchard next to a farmstead and surrounded by several fields of wheat. You don't see anyone working in the fields, but there's a young man lying under an apple tree. He has his legs crossed and a straw hat is covering his face.
Interrogez-je, monsieur des mercenaires. Ouais, c'est ça, on les poursuit.
Excuse me, but we're looking for a group of mercenaries. Have they passed by here?
The young man is startled. He must have nodded off. He looks around anxiously. When he sees you, the fear disappears from his face and is replaced by curiosity. It seems to you that the man is sizing you up.
And if I answer, what's in it for me?
30 pièces d'or peut-être, qu'est-ce que tu en dis? Tu gardes tes jambes, c'est plutôt un bon arrangement je trouve. Nous pourrions également demander au propriétaire de la ferme si tu préfères. On va, allez, je suis gentil.
You
30
take
pièces d'or.
30 gold pieces from your pouch and hold one of them up so that it glints in the sun.
How about this?
A wide grin spreads across the young man's face.
Now we're talking the same language, dwarf. I saw them. A big group, a dozen or more. They rode northwest.
Northwest, you say?
You nod and throw him the gold coins. The young man pockets them and lies down again. Boindil and Borindal give each other meaningful glances.
Ouais. Ah! Allons venger notre ami nain. En plus, il faut faire attention, il y a un autre...
The first thing you notice as you enter the village of Clintal is how quiet it is. There is hardly a soul in the streets, and the few people you do see immediately disappear into their houses as you get closer. Boindil draws his axes, and Boendal his
Bec de Corbin.
Something's not quite right here. Be alert.
Se replier, non, non, on va y aller.
You walk on until you reach the village square. Without a word, men enter the square from the left and the right, cutting off your way. You recognize the leader of the group of mercenaries, looking you over with a satisfied expression. Standing next to him is a frail man with greying hair, who doesn't seem able to cope with the situation. He tries several times to say something, but can't find the right words.
Salopard, que se passe-t-il? Allons, allons. Allez-vous nous tuer comme vous avez tué le marchand? Alors, vous connaissez le chef de... Ça va être le chef de village, celui-là qui est à côté d'eux. Peut-être qu'il nous attendait, étant une embuscade. Que se passe-t-il? Bon, bah que se passe-t-il? Ce sont eux qui vont assassiner le pauvre marchand ambulant mortier. Oh merde, j'aurais pas dû prendre la lutte.
That's them. They're the ones who murdered the poor traveling trader Mort.
Murderers? Come here, dwarf killer!
Are you denying your terrible deed? You were seen murdering poor old Mort, one of your kind in cold blood.
The man points unnecessarily to the leader of the mercenaries.
Ok, nous sommes des nains et aucun nain ne ferait jamais une chose pareille à notre nain. Nous avons trouvé le corps de mortier-mère, nous rechassons ces assassins. Ainsi vous nous avez vu faire, vous n'êtes pas parvenus. Mais vous n'êtes pas intervenus. Puis quelques jours plus tard, au beau milieu de nulle part, vous nous entendez.
We found Mort's wagon on the side of the road a few days ago. He had been decapitated and his head was gone.
You wait a moment for your words to take full effect.
There were prints in the mud made by humans and horses.
We were there, but only after you murdered the trader.
If it hadn't been so inappropriate, you would smirk. The human has fallen into your trap.
So you were there after us, but still managed to watch us do it. Then you overtook us and only confront us now and here, several days' journey from the place where it happened. Your story doesn't seem to make much sense.
We know what we saw, and you won't talk your way out of it, dwarf.
The leader of the mercenaries draws his sword. Some of the villagers seem to doubt the mercenaries' words.
Ok, on va botter les fesses au petit mercenaire là.
Take their course.
Baston! On m'a dit qu'il y avait une touche pour voir toutes les interactions possibles dans les cartes, mais il faudra que je cherche cette touche, parce que... Voilà. Il y en a marqué. C'est la tempête? Ah oui, c'est la tempête. Oula, je trouve ça un peu fort quand même. Alors, messieurs, dames... Hop, on va lui donner ça plutôt. Parce que pour l'instant, je peux pas les utiliser pendant un combat. Apparemment. Par contre, il pleut, c'est quoi? What? Ah, attendez. Où sont ces mercenaires? Tuer. C'est eux que je veux tuer. C'est pas les... C'est pas les villageois que je veux tuer, parce que ça se trouve... Ouais, ça les a semés. Non, 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 te bats pas contre les... Hop. Je vais un peu ignorer... Hop, tu vas prendre ça. Je vais un peu ignorer les fermiers qui me tapent dessus. On va te donner ça. Le brand d'huile il morfle à chaque fois, c'est un truc de fou quoi. Toi tu vas mourir. Hop. Non 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 non. Bats-toi contre les mercenaires s'il te plaît. On va pas commencer à tuer des pauvres villageois qui ont rien demandé à personne. Je pense que si on les tue, ils vont s'enfuir. Ah ça c'est un villageois ça. Tu te concentres sur lui. Et toi... Voilà, sur eux deux. Parce que ça se trouve je vais devoir les tuer aussi des villageois quoi. Oh là, oh là, oh là, oh là, doucement. Ah ouais. Bon. Commence à me faire chier les villageois là. Il y a des archers là quelque part. Attendez, ils sont où là? Tu vas aller par là toi. Et eux s'ils me cherchent vraiment, bah... Lâchez-moi. Où sont ces archers? Où sont les archers? Ah ils sont là-haut. Je vois pas avec cette tempête là. Bonjour. Bon vous commencez à me saouler. Mais lâchez-moi. Oh j'ai foutu d'une guilde par terre. Ah ouais d'accord. Allez. Oh punaise. Boindil il... Ah il est en furie là. Vous commencez à me saouler. Je voulais pas vous tuer. Merde. Allez. Commencez à me vénérer. Ah merde. Non. Ouais, bah au final... Lâche-moi toi. Attendez. On peut pas se mettre derrière le truc là? Attends, je suis derrière un machin et ils arrivent quand même à voir. Lâche-moi toi. Oh, il y a du monde là encore. On va Turgdil, je crois que tu vas devoir te débrouiller tout seul. Oh punaise, c'est pas possible ça. On va recommencer, ok. Il faut que je me débarrasse de ces archers, de mes voilà. Je voulais pas attaquer les villageois et en final, final. Donc on va les faire, alors, on va les faire un par un. Voilà, on va les massacrer, parce que là ils sont casse-noisettes. tuer les 15 mercenaires, au moins 1 d'euros. Tuer les 15 mercenaires. En fait, il suffit que je tue les 15 mercenaires. Je suis désolé, je ne voulais pas vous tuer, mais vous n'êtes que des humains. En plus, je tue des femmes. Mais tu vas me lâcher, toi. Ah. Par contre, c'est ces mercenaires qui me cassent les noix. Toi, tu meurs. Toi, tu meurs. Et non, pour l'instant. Boum. Hop, toi aussi on va t'assommer. Hop, je vais te mettre ça. Et Boindil, tu en es là. Allez, fais ton petit truc. Toi tu te concentres là-dessus. Et toi là-dessus. Allez, meurs toi. Boum. Ah, font chier eux. Attendez. Fuyons. Bon, moi j'ai cherché, me casse les noix. Ah, je peux passer par là. D'accord. Ok. Ah merde, Turgdil est par terre. Chut. Il s'est fait avoir. Toi tu me saoules là. Hop, tu meurs. Oula, il y a un petit bug d'affichage. Ouf. Elle va aider le frangin. Ah bon. Eh bon. Hop là, c'est mieux comme ça. On peut pas le... Relève-toi, petit Boindil. Il reste 10 mercenaires. La vie remonte. Leur vie remonte. On va attendre un peu. J'ai pas fait gaffe avec... Dommage qu'on peut pas l'aider. Peut-être que les popos... Non, les popos sert à ça. On va attendre que ça se recharge. Alors, où sont les autres gus? Viens là, viens là. Allez, vas-y. Oh là là, ça c'est... En 2-2 le tue. Ah, je t'ai pas vu toi. Attention. Boum. Allez, dégage. Ne l'approchez pas. Ah, il est vénère, il est vénère là. Boum, toi tu dégages. Ah, il est en fureur. Ah c'est bon, on les a tués? Non? Oui? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Tandis que les derniers mercenaires s'écroulent, les villageois cessent de vous attaquer et vous battent en retraite. Wendell et vous devez retenir Brandil jusqu'à ce qu'il retrouve la raison, sinon il est pour jusqu'à leur maison. Une lettre.
An anonymous client seeks dwarf skulls cleanly cut, shorn and put into jars with honey.
1000 pièces d'or seront versées pour chaque crâne.
Bounty Hunters Guild Master.
That's bounty hunters. Hunting for dwarves. Despicable.
Montrez la lettre aux villageois.
So that everyone can see it.
Look, citizens of Clintel, proof that these men are the killers. They are bounty hunters hunting for dwarves.
The village elder comes out of one of the houses, flanked by other villagers. You ignore their weapons, as well as their sinister expressions, and hand over the letter.
It would seem you are telling the truth. We have been deceived and raised our weapons against the innocent.
The man's face is full of grief and pain.
And we have been made to pay. You have killed men who were close to us. Go now. We must bury them.
You manage to revenge Mort's death, but it doesn't feel like a victory. Too much blood.
Ouais, bah ils avaient pas qu'à nous attaquer, hein. Par contre la vie... Oup, 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 oup. On a trouvé de l'or, de la nourriture, c'est cool. On va faire ça. Ok, quête secondaire. Hop. Santé. Ouh la vache. Comment je lui donne de la santé, moi? De toute façon, en marchant, ils vont en récupérer. Allez, on se tire. Oh. Bon. On va passer par là. Voilà. Il nous reste... Ouf. Est-ce qu'il y a un chemin là? Non, il n'y a pas de chemin là. On passe par là. C'est quoi ça? Ah, des soldats, eux, sont fait anéantir.
Axeldale is shrouded in an eerie silence as you approach. There's not a single fishing boat on the river, and many of the houses are now just burnt-out ruins.
The big-nosed beasts have made a grim job of it. Seems they don't like fish.
Boendal gives his brother a reproachful look. There are dead bodies everywhere, but it seems to you that there should be more of them. For a brief moment, you hoped that the villagers had fled. But then you realize that the orcs were probably hungry after their victory, and your stomach turns. Boendal lays a hand on your shoulder.
Let's go. There's nothing more we can do for these people. But maybe there are others we can help.
Ouais, bah de toute façon les orques... On en a exterminé une. C'est quoi ça? Ah, c'est bon prix. On va retourner à bon prix. De toute façon, je peux pas aller là. Salut les gens.
Several wagons full of building materials pass you by on the way to Goodwater. The village's fortifications still show evidence of the orcs' attack, but they are making good progress with the repair work.
There they are, the dwarves, Goodwater's saviours, come in! There's always a warm meal and a welcoming bed for you here. I could get used to this.
Merci. Je vais sauvegarder là, parce que j'ai toujours peur que ça plante. Hop. On va aller titiller les... les bûcherons là.
You see a light through the trees some way from the path. It inevitably brings to mind your encounter with the woodcutters. You tell the dwarves about your encounter with the woodcutters and how you ran away, as starting a fight with them wasn't part of your mission.
Ah, then I'll make it my mission. Humans are not our enemies, Boindil.
Ouais.
Thinking about it, they do deserve it.
Boindil grins widely, and before Boandal can stop him, he stops.
Franchement, j'ai envie de leur botter les fesses.
You lie awake in your camp and think about the woodcutter's roast that you had for dinner. The rabbit was the best thing you've eaten in a long time. It tasted of victory.
Ah merde. D'accord. Bon.
Why are the Magus' vaults here in the middle of nowhere? And why does the Lord of Yonandar live in a vault and not in a castle?
It's to do with the magical fields that spread out under Girdlegard, so the 5 magical realms are found where the fields are at their strongest.
And that's why he lives in the vaults? To be closer to the underground magic?
No, it's more to do with security. 200 students of magic and well, a source of almost unlimited magical energy. The Magus thought that an underground vault was a more suitable place to train than Master Nudin's tower in the middle of Parista.
Ouais. Et on va s'arrêter ici parce que je sais ce qui va se passer là et donc il va y avoir toute une phase tatati tatata et vu qu'on est à la fin de la vidéo, bon déjà on a traversé tout le pays là pour revenir, c'est cool. Allez, je vous laisse là, j'espère que cet épisode vous a plu. On se retrouve très vite pour suivre les aventures de Turgdil et des 2 frangins. On va voir, on va retourner au souterrain de Lot Yonan et voir ce qui s'y passe. Allez, je souhaite à tous une très bonne semaine et on se retrouve très vite. Allez, ciao tout le monde.